In the S25 series, Samsung S25 is the most compact and flagship mobile phone. In this video, you are going to see the unboxing of this mobile phone followed by my first initial impressions. I ordered this mobile phone from Amazon by exchanging my old mobile phone. Right now the price is listed the same as MRP, which is 80,999 rupees. But there are times when this goes for close to 63,000 rupees. The good thing about all the S25 models is that they come with the base variant of 12GB RAM with 256GB of internal storage. This mobile comes with a 6.2-inch screen, which is smaller by today's standards compared to other mobiles. But the screen to body ratio is around 91.1%, which is good, I can say. After removing the seals, inside the box, first we get the mobile phone and a small box apart from that. Initial impressions, the mobile is very light. I can easily sense the difference. Inside the small box, we get the same stuff as other Samsung mobile phones. That includes the charging cable, SIM ejector tool and some paperwork. Let's come back to the mobile phone. This is very comfortable to hold in a single hand. This is the first time for me testing Samsung's small mobile phones. I'm coming from a situation where I used big mobiles from Samsung. That includes S20 FE, S21 FE, S23 FE and recently the S24 FE. First, let's check the weight of this mobile phone. This mobile doesn't come with any pre-applied screen protector. My weighing scale is showing 161 grams. I checked the weight of the Samsung S24 FE, it's 213 grams. I checked the other FE model, that's the S20 FE, it's 200 grams. Actually, for this mobile phone, I added a tempered glass and the battery is a little bulged inside, so maybe I'm thinking due to this the weight increased by a few grams. But anyways, this mobile is very light in weight. Coming to the overview, on the top we get the microphone, then on the right side we get the volume up and down buttons followed by the power button. On the bottom, SIM tray is there followed by a Type-C charging port, speaker grill and one more microphone. On the left side, nothing. I quickly opened the SIM tray. Let's see how it looks. This is a proper dual SIM slot. Do note that there is no microSD card option. I quickly set up this mobile phone. If in case you want to know how to set up a Samsung mobile ads free, check the video I already uploaded on this channel. If you want to know how to copy the data from an older Samsung to a new one, that video is also already uploaded. You can check that later. Trust me, this process saves a ton of time in setting up everything. Alright. I finished setting up this mobile phone. Actually, I copied the data from the older phone to this new one. Coming to the free storage, out of 256GB, 12% is used, that is around 32.7GB. There are some bloatware applications, but we can uninstall them easily. Now I'm going to click some photos with this mobile. Don't worry, I'll post a dedicated camera review after this video, so stay connected. These are the photos I took at different zoom levels. So these are all my first initial impressions and overview of the Samsung S25 mobile phone. My first impressions are very clear. I'm really liking this mobile phone in hand. I really like compact mobile phones. If you recall the previous S24 FE review, I mentioned that I could buy the S24 mobile, which is almost the same as the S25. This is the Samsung Galaxy S25. This mobile phone is equipped with the flagship cameras according to the Samsung, but it's almost the same as the previous series. This time it is coming with a new chip inside, so the image processing is going to be different, which you are going to see in this video. I tested these cameras in real scenarios to see how they perform. In this video, you are going to see how the photos and videos looks like during the daytime and nighttime conditions. This mobile phone can record at 8K, 24 or 30 FPS maximum like the previous models. First, have a glance at the camera specifications. This one comes with a triple camera on the back. The main one is a 50 megapixel that has extra features like OIS and dual pixel autofocus. The second camera is 10 megapixel telephoto, which offers 3x optical zoom with stabilization. And the third camera is a 12 megapixel. This is an ultra wide angle lens camera which captures a 120 degrees wide field of view. We get the features like LED flash, auto HDR, panorama and best face face mode for enhanced selfies and group shots. It supports up to 8K videos as I told just now. Either you can record at 24 or 30 FPS followed by 4K at 30 or 60 FPS and slow motion at 1080p up to 240 FPS or 4K at 120 FPS. It also supports HDR10+, 10-bit HDR video and stereo sound with stabilization for cinematic video quality. On the front, it's a 12 megapixel wide-angle lens camera that comes with a dual pixel autofocus for sharper selfies. This also supports HDR and HDR10+ for better colors and contrast. With this camera, we can record videos maximum at 4K 30 or 60 FPS. These are the photos taken outdoors during the daytime at different zoom levels. You can see the text below each image that shows how much magnification that I clicked these photos. We can click photos starting from 0.66 all the way up to 30x. The 30x photos are digital zoom images. In ultra models, we can click more than this like 100x, which is not there in normal other two mobile phones. Even the Plus series also comes with 30x zoom range. There is some processing happen after clicking each and every photo. The 30x image loses all the details unlike in all the other Samsung mobile phones. But if you ask me, it's not a big deal. See, we usually click the photos mainly by using the main camera, that too like less than 10x zoom range. So for this, the camera system is pretty good. After clicking these many photos, what I observed is if you click photos in between 0.6x to 10x, the photos came out really good with overall details, sharpness, colors. Oh, by the way, all these photos were taken at 12 megapixel. If you want, you can click also these photos in 50 megapixel mode. But the file size increases and the zoom range is limited to 5x only. I also clicked the 50 megapixel photos. You can observe it here. I even checked the 12 megapixel images side by side with this 50 megapixel. Yes, there are some details in 50 megapixel, but it's not like too much difference. These are the photos taken with and without portrait mode using the front facing camera. In portrait mode, the edge detection is actually good and improved a lot over the years. Also, this front camera supports autofocus and performs pretty well. Observe the overall sharpness of the images here. These are the panorama shots taken at 0.66 and 1x. The 0.66 looks a little bit weird compared to the 1x. And one more thing I observed is the photos look slightly underexposed compared to normal ones. These are some close-up shots taken with the main camera. Even though this phone doesn't have any specific lens to shoot close-up shots, it still manages well with the main camera like this. If you go to the settings in video mode, there is an option called subject auto focus or subject auto tracking. So this is a video where it is tracking the subject. You need to enable this feature in the settings. Of course, you have to. You need to tap once on the subject so it tracks it. But what I observed is it's not 100% accurate. If you move the subject a little fast, it fails to track and focus on other things. As you can see here in this video clearly, it sometimes misses the focus. If the subject moves too far to the camera or away from the camera area, it becomes really tough to track again when you get back that subject into the frame. Now let's see the video footage from the back and front cameras recorded outdoors during the evening times. Also, I'll show you how it looks like if you record the videos in indoor conditions with a proper lighting and everything. This is the video recording from the front facing camera at 4K 30 FPS. You can judge the stabilization as well as even the autofocusing is also there. So you can see the autofocusing as well. This is pretty good feature actually for this camera. This is the video recording at 4K 30 FPS. This is in 0.6x mode. The beauty part is you can actually shift to different lenses like this while recording the video. Right now you are watching the video in 2x mode. This is 3x, this is 10x, and finally 12x. You can shift the video while recording from front to back or back to front. This is also a pretty good feature. So you can judge the stabilization as well, and I stretch my hand fully So this is what you get the video from this mobile phone. This is the portrait video recording with the front facing camera. You can judge how the background separation is going on, especially you observe these edge parts. The drawback in this one is we can only record at 30 fps, no 60 fps option. But the good thing is we can record either in 1080p or in 4K. This is actually a really good thing. This is what the video looks like if we record in dual video recording mode. Actually this is recording at 1080p 30 frames per second. We cannot shift to 4K sadly here, but if you want we can shift the camera like this while recording the video, and even you can click the photos as well. So this is what the footage looks like, and the audio is also coming from the internal microphone. This is the 8K video at 30 frames per second and recording at 1x. This is 4x and 5x. But if you ask me, the 8K video is overkill for any mobile phone. So, but given the feature, yeah. The videos looks good with solid details, and the audio is decent too. The front camera performs well with autofocus. There are many options in the camera app. You can check out my other camera review video of Samsung to learn more. Or you can click the iCards to see the detailed camera app interface video, which I'm going to upload very soon. We can record log videos on this mobile phone. I actually planned to make a dedicated video on how it looks, followed by how to record it, then how to edit that as well. So stay connected by clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. If you record videos in indoor conditions with proper lighting, this is how the footage looks like with and without the portrait mode. Have a look at it. So this is how the video quality looks like that is recorded in S25 mobile phone in indoor conditions with good lighting setup. Actually, this is the same lighting setup that I use to record my main video with the help of the DSLR camera. So this is what, and you can observe the audio quality as well. Sometimes I shift to this external audio and sometimes to the internal audio. The mobile phone is almost 80 to 95 centimeters like distance from me. So this is what the footage looks like. And by the way, this is recorded at 4K 30 fps at 1x mode. No filters, nothing applied. This is a non-HDR video as well, just for reference I'm telling. And no portrait mode also enabled. Right now the video you're seeing is in the portrait video option. You can see the background separation, especially look at this like subject and background separation, how in the edges part. This is where Samsung struggles a bit. Even if I move my hands, you can observe how good it is actually separating it. And this video is recording at 4K 30 fps, and you cannot record at 60 fps in full HD or 4K in this portrait mode option. Only 4K 30 fps or full HD 30 fps is there. So for content creation videos, I'd say this camera is good. Even if you're vlogging, the selfie camera works well thanks to the autofocus. We can record the videos at 4K 120 fps slow motion. This is how the footage looks like. I highly suggest to use a gimbal or tripod while recording slow motions to avoid the unnecessary movements. So this is all about the daytime performance. I'll talk at the end of this video overall how I felt about these cameras. Now let's check the nighttime performance of these cameras. These are the photos clicked at different zoom levels. You can see the zoom level mentioned at the bottom. The photos are really good if you click in 1x, 2x or 3x zoom range. If you go beyond that, there is a lot of noise in the images and it's not brighter either. And also the 0.6x is also not that great here. The nighttime mode helps in providing better output. You can observe it here, side by side comparisons with and without the night mode photos. This is a panorama shot and it does not looks good at all. Previously I compared the S24 FE and the other mobile phones from different brands like Motorola, Google Pixel, Apple, etc. Those are really showing its performance in terms of camera, but this one, nah. These are the front facing camera photos. The glare around the edges you are observing is due to the screen protector and the transparent back case I'm using. So you won't get this if you click the photos without any screen protector, because the screen protector I'm using is completely covers the front camera. There is no cutout for that. The screen flash for the front facing photos is a good option, I can say, but if they given for videos also, it's really nice. You know what? It's not available. Now have a look at the video footage with front and back cameras at night time. This is the video recording during nighttime conditions in pitch dark condition actually. So you can observe how good the flash is splitting, and it's again the same. You can shift from 0.6x, then 1x, 2x, 3x, 10x and 12x. You can observe the shifting of the lighting in overall video during the adjusting the zoom range. This is the video recording from the front facing camera at 4K 30 fps during wait, now the time is 7 o'clock. It's almost getting dark. The drawback here is there is no screen flash option while recording the video. At least it can throw some light on the face in dark situations. It's going to helpful a lot, but this mobile doesn't. So in night conditions, if you're recording, this is how it looks, and there is no clarity as it is. So better you record videos only during the daytime or good lighting conditions. So finally, here is my overall experience and overall review of the Samsung S25 cameras after testing. The short and straight verdict is these cameras performs really well in daytime and good lighting conditions, but not in dull or low light situations. Talking about the video quality, yes, it is good, but you need a proper lighting. If not, it's not performing that great, even though it is having the lower aperture values. For this, like 80,000 rupees price, I'm expecting a more from these cameras. See, for this price, you can actually buy a proper DSLR camera from different brands. If you want, you can go with Sony ZV-E1, including the lens too. That performs way more better than these cameras. So if you're planning to buy this mobile only for cameras, I don't suggest it at all, paying this much money. And also I noticed that the photos from this mobile phone and the S24 FE looks almost similar. I'm actually testing and this video is under pipeline. I'll post a dedicated comparison video soon after reviewing this mobile phone. Also, this mobile phone gets a little warm while using the camera, which happens with almost all the mobile phones, but it's not overheating. So before concluding the video, again I'm stressing out, paying this much money for these cameras, it's not at all worth. If in case you want to use the mobile phone for 7 years or let's say like 6 years, choose the S24 or S24 Plus, where you are paying almost half the price of this mobile phone. I'm not saying this mobile is very bad, but for the price, it's bad. I think you got my point. That's the camera review of the Samsung Galaxy S25. Check the latest price of this mobile phone by clicking the link in the description box or in the product page. Samsung Galaxy S25 comes with a 4000 mAh battery capacity. In this video, I'm going to use this mobile for about 1 hour straight using different applications. Let's see how much battery it uses during this time. While starting this test, the battery is at 80%. The mobile is connected to Wi-Fi, one SIM card is inserted, brightness is set to automatic and no background apps are running. The first app I'm using is Instagram. Also, you can see the timer for transparency. Don't forget to like this video. It takes hours of time to shoot, edit and package everything into one piece. If you think this effort is valuable and appreciable, like the video and subscribe for more mobile content like this in the future. I have fast forwarded this video. If you want, you can change the playback speed in the YouTube settings according to your preference. Actually, it's not needed. You are watching this video just because you want to know the battery drain of this mobile. Do note that these types of battery test videos are just for reference, not for confirmation. It varies from person to person depending on usage patterns. Just take these videos as a reference only. After using Instagram for about 10 minutes, the battery is at 79%. Next, I'm playing a YouTube video. It can play HDR videos on YouTube. Even on Netflix it is supported, but Dolby Vision is not available. By the way, I set the refresh rate to 120 Hz. If you use it at 60 Hz, you can see even more improvement in the battery backup, but I won't recommend it. After about 10 minutes of playing a YouTube video, the battery is at 77%. Even though this mobile phone comes with a less screen, overall the video quality looks great and the content consumption experience is little okay on this mobile phone due to the smaller screen size. Next, I'm going to record a video for about 10 minutes in 4K 30 fps, and after recording this video I'll also show you how much space it occupied after this 10 minutes of video recording. With this mobile, we can record at a maximum of 8K 30 or 24 fps. If you observe, after clicking the record button, nowhere on the screen it is showing on which format we are currently recording the video. I mean, whether it is 4K 30 fps or 4K 60 fps or 1080p. If you stop the recording, on the time it shows which format currently it is in. Samsung still didn't fix this issue in updates. It would be really helpful if it is showing, especially when you are recording the video and after 10 or 15 minutes you remember that you forgot to set the correct frame rate, or you want to know which frame rate you are recording that video. You can check the dedicated camera review video of this mobile phone. I have already added that after this. After 10 minutes of 4K video recording, I observed a little warm on the display and backside, but there is no overheating thanks to the built-in cooling chamber. And by the way, the battery is dropped to 74% after this video recording. And coming to the storage space, for 10 minutes of 4K 30 fps video recording, it took 2.12 GB. That is why I recommend you choose any mobile phone with at least 256 GB in 2025 or upcoming years. 128 GB is not sufficient as base storage anymore if you are recording a lot of videos. If in case you are a normal user, 128 GB works beautifully. There is no doubt about that. I still remember I started using the mobile phone with 8 GB, then 16 GB of internal storage. This 3nm chipset inside this mobile phone is really performing well in terms of energy efficiency. Next, I'm doing CPU throttling for about 20 minutes. After starting this test, you can also observe the stability of this chipset. For the first 10 minutes it is stable, after that you can see some dips. This mobile phone also comes with a cooling chamber like I said earlier. It is actually helping to cool down the processor to use this mobile phone for prolonged extreme sessions. You can check the gaming test video after this to know more about the temperatures it is reaching. A total of 71% stability is observed in this throttling test. You can see it clearly. After 20 minutes of CPU throttling test, the battery dropped to 67%. I checked the temperatures after this test. On the display side, it is reached 42 degrees Celsius maximum, and on the back it's 43 degrees Celsius, which is quite high, I would say. Next, I'm doing a CPU score test using the Geekbench 6 application. All the S25 series lineup comes with Snapdragon chipsets only. There is no Exynos variant, which is something special because previously Samsung used to release both Snapdragon and Exynos variants based on region. These are the CPU scores. Next, I'm going to start the GPU test as well to check the scores. Even though this mobile phone comes with a 4000 mAh battery, the charging speeds are very low compared to the other two mobiles in this lineup. This supports a maximum of 25 watts charging only. We have crossed the 1 hour mark and the battery is at 64%. I'll continue this test to check the scores. Meanwhile, let's talk about how much battery was dropped during this entire testing and whether it is okay or not. So for 1 hour of continuous usage, the total battery used is 16%, which is okay. Do not calculate like for 1 hour it is 16%, so for 2 hours it's 32% and so on. There are so many factors that affect battery backup time. That's why I stressed this point at the beginning. Take these videos as a reference, not confirmation. It definitely changes based on your usage pattern, but not drastically. These are the GPU scores. Overall, this test shows that this mobile is okay, not amazing in terms of battery backup. If you're a normal user, you can use this mobile up to evening or night if you charged it, let's say 90 to 100% in the morning. But if you use this mobile phone mainly for video recording, gaming or other heavy related tasks, then you may need to charge it more than twice a day. In this video, you are going to see the gaming review of the Samsung Galaxy S25 mobile. In this list, some of the games I'm playing for 1 hour. I'm not using any back case while doing this gaming testing. Right now, the battery is at 100%. I have added one SIM card and connected to Wi-Fi. The main objective of this video is to see how well the games run on this mobile phone and to check heating issues, frame drops, battery drain, etc. I checked the ambient temperature, that is room temperature, it's 29 degrees Celsius. Before starting the game, here is the temperature on the mobile's display side. It's 33.1 degrees Celsius, while on the back, it's 32.9 degrees Celsius. Also, I'll share the battery drop after every game. You can also observe the timer as well for the transparency. The first game I'm playing is Genshin Impact. I'm playing all of these games at the maximum settings possible. This game I'm playing at 60 FPS and the other settings are also maxed out. The Samsung Galaxy S25 comes with the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset. This is a 3nm build processor. It's a powerful and energy efficient chipset, but we will find out whether it is really true by analyzing the battery stats and temperatures at the end of this video. I'm fast forwarding this gameplay so you won't get bored. I'll only share the results that I observed during my testing. If you want, you can slow down the video by changing the playback speed in the YouTube settings. I have already added the other videos of this mobile phone apart from the gaming test. You can watch those as well after this. I highly suggest you that check them definitely because you will get the detailed information about this mobile phone apart from gaming. For me, the main objective of testing a mobile phone is to check and share with you clearly on how capable it is in every segment. I'm testing the major segments that everyone wants in a mobile phone, like the battery, charging speeds, cameras, gaming, and mixed usage, etc. You can also see the other mobile review videos on this channel in the same manner. It takes days and sometimes weeks to create these types of videos and upload on YouTube. If you think this effort is appreciable, you can show that by liking this video and also clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon to the side of it if you haven't already done it. Thank you so much for your valuable feedback. For about 15 minutes I played this game. I noticed the phone getting very hot while holding it. I'll tell you whether this mobile phone has a cooling chamber inside or not while playing the next game. First, let's check the battery percentage, followed by the temperatures on the front and back. After playing this game, the battery is at 94%. Just for reference, at the start of this test, it was 100%. Now, the temperature on the display side is 43.6 degrees Celsius, while on the back it's 42.7 degrees Celsius. The next game I'm playing is Shadow Fight 4. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention there were no frame drops or lag during the entire Genshin Impact gameplay. But the temperatures were rising a lot, especially the overall frame, display and the camera area on the back side. Just for your information, I'm not using any back case. If you use a back cover, you will experience even more heating issues. So I'm going to answer the question, does this mobile comes with a cooling chamber? The answer is yes. The Samsung Galaxy S25 comes with a cooling chamber. In fact, all the S25 series models comes with a cooling chamber. This mobile phone has a 6.2-inch screen, which is smaller compared to most other smartphones these days. If you are wondering whether this screen size is good for gaming or not, for me personally it's 60% okay and 40% not, because I'm coming from using a bigger screen mobile phones to this one. Maybe that's why I'm feeling like this. If you are coming from the iPhone Pro models, not Pro Max, then you don't need to worry about this size. It's almost similar. One more thing, the bezels are very thin on this mobile phone, making it more screen to body ratio even though it's a compact phone. This display has a screen to body ratio of around 91.1%. After playing this game for about 10 minutes, the battery dropped to 92%. I checked the temperature on the display side and back side. Here is the maximum it reached in my testing. Display side 39.4 degrees Celsius, back side 38.9 degrees Celsius. If you observe from the previous game, the temperatures have decreased. That's mainly due to the graphic load of the game. Let's start the next game. The next game I'm playing is PUBG. This game also I'm playing at maximum settings. This game supports Ultra HDR on this mobile phone, so I'm using that. If you use this mobile phone for prolonged gaming sessions, you will definitely observe a lot of heating, which directly impacts performance and increases battery drain. since the processor and other components are working at full load. Even though the mobile is hot, I didn't notice any frame drops or lags during the gameplay, which surprised me. Just imagine, even though this phone has a cooling chamber, it reached this much heat. What if it didn't have one? After playing PUBG for more than 30 minutes, here are the results. Battery dropped to 82%, temperature on the display side is 39.9 degrees Celsius, temperature on the back side is 38.9 degrees Celsius. Now the 1 hour mark is also completed. The total battery drop after 1 hour of continuous usage is 18%, which is good, especially considering the high settings used during this testing. Oh, by the way, this mobile phone comes with a 4000 mAh battery capacity. So now you can decide whether this mobile suits your gaming needs or not. So what we observed after this gaming test is, number 1, this mobile reaches maximum temperatures when playing heavy graphic games. Number 2, even though it comes with a cooling chamber that helps in minimizing the heat, it still crossed 43 degrees Celsius during junction impact. Number 3, so is this the chipset truly energy efficient? The answer is yes, because a battery drain of 18% after 1 hour of mixed gaming is good, especially for this much screen. One thing to note is some heavy games drain the battery faster than others. So if you play games like Subway Surfers, Temple Run or Ludo, you will see very little battery drain and no major heating issues at all. So overall, whether the Samsung S25 is good for gaming or not, even though it is a compact mobile phone, the straight answer is yes, it is. It can handle any game without any frame drops. That's the gaming test and gaming review of the Samsung Galaxy S25. This is the Samsung Galaxy S25. This mobile has a 4000 mAh battery capacity. In this video, you will see the full charging of this mobile with a Samsung 25 watts charger from 0% to 100%. I completely drained the battery and it's in a switch off condition. Now I'll start the timer and charging simultaneously so we can kickstart this test. I charged it for a minute, then continued it in the switched on condition, because mostly that's how many of you charge your mobile phones. I connected it to Wi-Fi and one SIM card is inserted in this mobile. I kept the brightness on automatic. I locked the phone so you can observe the percentage it's charged on the screen. So we don't need to turn it on again and again. One more thing, I'm charging this to 100% that I told already. There is no battery protection option turned on this mobile phone for this testing. I'll tell you how much it charges for every 20 minutes. If you want to see how much it charges for every 10 minutes, you know what to do. You can pause the video and check that. This is going to be a little fun for you as well. After 20 minutes, it charged to 31%. This S25 comes with 6.2-inch dynamic AMOLED 2x LTPO display. This display supports 2600 nits of peak brightness, which is very sufficient to use in direct sunlight. The outdoor visibility of the display is very good in my testing, but it drains the battery a little faster. You already know about that. This mobile phone battery capacity is a little low for the performance of this processor. We can expect a 5000 mAh battery for these smaller and powerful phones to be used for a full day. After 40 minutes, it charged to 61%. This S25 supports a maximum of 25 watts of wired charging and 15 watts of wireless charging. I don't know why Samsung skipped 45 watts here, which is available for the Plus and Ultra models. I don't use wireless charging much. Share yours as well in the comment box. The wireless charging is the same across all these models, even the Ultra as well. This mobile comes with a Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset. This is a 3 nanometer build processor, so it's an energy efficient. Thankfully, there is no Exynos version in the S25 series. After 60 minutes, it charged to 85%. I have been testing this mobile for the past 1 month along with the S24 FE. I can say that even though the battery backup is good, it's not lasting a full day. I'm very much disappointed with the battery backup. Currently, the price of this mobile is 81,000 rupees on Amazon. If you wait a few more months, the price is going to be dropped drastically. You can observe the same with the S24 series lineup. So finally, the time it took to charge from 0 to 100% is around 1 hour and 19 minutes. Do note that if you use your mobile phone during the charging time, this result is not for you. This is Samsung Galaxy S25. I have been using this mobile phone as my primary device for more than a month now. In this video, you are going to see my full in-depth review of this mobile phone. Also, at the end, I'll share whether this phone is worth it for the price it launched and what price it's okay to buy even after 6 or 8 months. So let's start. If you watched the unboxing video, you already know what are the things that we get inside the box. For those who didn't, here is a quick glance at the contents. Nothing fancy, it's the same as other Samsung mobile phones. Apart from the mobile phone, we get some paperwork, a Type-C to Type-C cable, and one SIM ejector tool. That's it. No charger, no screen protector, no back cover. I paid 81,000 rupees to review this mobile phone. That is the exact MRP. For this price, I can say it's bad. Anyways, we still have more time to discuss about the pricing and everything of this mobile phone. First, let's dig into the pros and cons of each section, each department of this. First thing, display. This is a compact mobile phone. You can easily use it with one hand. There is no doubt about that. Even with the back case on, it feels very light and easy to handle. Without the back case, this mobile just weighs 162 grams, which is like bonkers, I can say, in 2025. This mobile comes with a 6.2-inch LTPO screen, meaning the refresh rate can dynamically adjust to save the battery compared to those other normal AMOLED panels in other Samsung phones. This display is maximum supported for 120Hz refresh rate. I have been using it at 120Hz since the unboxing, and the day-to-day usage is so smooth, no frame drops, and I have no complaints, and even the chipset also works perfectly. More on later. This display has a screen to body ratio of around 91.1%, which is great. You will notice minimum bezels around the screen. It's a 1080p panel, whereas the 2K panel is only available on the Plus series. The S25 Plus and even the S25 Ultra also have that. But still, the display is good for this size. This is a flat panel, no curves, nothing, which I personally like. I played a lot of games and consumed a lot of content. For me, the experience was a bit okay, not amazing. That's mainly because I'm coming from the phones where it's over 6.5 inch of screen sizes. So I felt a bit cramped with this. But honestly, I missed the one-hand usage experience on those mobile phones where this mobile does. I can easily access the top and the bottom of the mobile phone with just single hand and with my thumb. I'm happy with that. Talking about the brightness levels, these are also very good. These levels are okay to use the mobile phone very easy in direct sunlight. This panel can reach up to a 2600 nits of peak brightness, which is more than enough for any condition you are living until unless you are in sun. As I told earlier, this is a flat panel which I personally prefer, and this panel is also supported for HDR10 plus content. This display is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and even on the back also it's the same, but I still recommend applying a screen protector. Overall, there are no major drawbacks except the size if you used a larger screens before. Even for Netflix also HDR is supported, but Dolby Vision is not there. Also, there is no anti-reflective coating which is available on the Ultra models. Fun fact, even the S25 Plus also doesn't have that feature. Due to the smaller screen size, many of the tasks we cannot perform in this mobile phone conveniently. Of course, if you're buying this mobile phone, you compromise on those things. Talking about the typing experience and the vibration haptics, those are also absolutely good. There are no issues at all. And all I can say that is Samsung has done a good job here. Next thing, the chipset. This time Samsung released all the S25 series models with the Snapdragon chipsets only. There is no Exynos variant. Thank God. But there are some rumors going on like in the next series they come up with the Exynos version again. I don't know, but it's going to be a nightmare. This one comes with a Snapdragon 8 Elite, especially for the Galaxy models. This is a 3 nanometer build chipset. I played a lot of games on this mobile phone apart from the testing video. They ran perfectly fine without any issues, but I noticed that heating during heavy gaming, especially the Genshin Impact and other heavy graphic related games. So if in case you are a person who plays a lot of heavy graphic oriented games, no matter what, like how many minutes you are playing, you feel the heating on overall mobile phone, even though this one comes with a cooling chamber. On the other hand, for normal day-to-day usage, this processor is overkill in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I understand everyone wants a top-end chip, but I personally feel that most of the users don't use it to its full potential. For 95% of the tasks, it's too much, I can say. But anyways, the chipset in this mobile phone is excellent, no doubts about that. And one more thing, the RAM management. The model I'm having is 12 GB of RAM with 256 GB of internal storage, which is plenty for my usage and most of the people, until unless you store a lot of data in your mobile phone. If you want, you can buy 512 GB or you can use any external hard drive. It depends on your needs. So the RAM management is also good, and there are so many good things on this mobile phone, like the software updates wise, it's good. I'll talk about that in a bit. The AI features, everything works great. There are no issues at all. Hey, if you're only watching this part of the video, I already added the gaming review of this mobile phone and followed by battery drain test, like so many things I added. You can check those part of the videos after this for more information, like the heat wise, how it is, the battery drop, how much it is going on. Like I said earlier, even though this mobile phone coming with a cooling chamber, it's not perfect for heavy tasks. Okay, for normal to above normal, it's good. Before talking about the cameras, let's talk about the battery and charging speeds here. This is like really concerning point for me. See, nowadays mobile phones are coming with silicon carbon batteries. That is the new tech coming, and you already observed in the latest compact mobile phones like the OnePlus 13X and some Vivo and other mobile phones. Even the OnePlus 13 mobile also comes with the same silicon carbon technology battery. This mobile doesn't have that battery. And talking about the battery capacity and charging speeds, honestly, this drained me a lot. This mobile maximum supported for only 25 watts. Come on, Samsung. We are paying 81,000 rupees, still getting 25 watts charger. Of course, you remove the charger in the box. Okay, we agreed and we are somehow managing it. But still 25 watts, it's not a great option. If you want higher charging speeds, go with the S25 Plus or S24 Ultra. But they have 45 watts wide charging, which is again not a big deal. Next, talking about the battery capacity, this one comes with 4000 mAh. This is the smallest capacity of the battery in the all S25 lineup. See, according to 2025 standards or in upcoming years, of course, this graph is going to be like go high. There is no decline. 4500 mAh is like the baseline here. Of course, flip mobiles is a different scenario. For this mobile phone, 4500 mAh is the base, I can say. 4000 mAh is not at all good. I'll talk about the battery stats in a bit, but if you're confused about which is the best, S25 or the S25 Plus, I already planned a dedicated video about that. If in case you are watching this video a little late, maybe I posted it already, you can check that on this channel. Now the battery backup. I don't want to confuse you. I want to be very clear here. If you're a heavy user, this won't last a full day for you. You'll have to charge it at least 2 times in a day for sure to use one complete day. Talking about the screen on time, of course, this is not the reliable for everyone, but still I'm telling you for your understanding. Coming to my usage, I use in mixed conditions. Sometimes I use camera, sometimes I use watching videos, normal calls, texting, etc. I was getting around 3.5 to 4.5 hours of screen on time, which is roughly covers close to a single day. By night, damn sure I had to charge this mobile phone once again. I think Samsung also knows about the battery issues with this mobile, even other mobiles too. That's why they added one option in the settings. It's called performance mode. You can switch from standard to light. This gives a noticeable better battery life. After enabling this, I got more than 1 day of usage, which is great, I can say. This option won't affect your gaming experience. That is damn sure. Even they mentioned on the note section. So if you're traveling out or you want the battery backup for longer hours, carry a power bank, and switch to light mode instead of standard. In conclusion, don't expect great battery life on this mobile phone. Hopefully, Samsung brings the silicon carbon batteries in the next series. They are already being used in OnePlus 13 series. Now, let's talk about the cameras. Sorry, flagship cameras. Honestly, these cameras are almost similar to the previous series. I compared it with the FE model, the S24 FE. The main camera performance is 99% the same. Only the Ultra models has real flagship cameras, I can say. I have already added a dedicated and detailed camera review of this mobile phone, including daytime photos, videos, followed by different option photos like macro, panorama, slow motion, etc., including the nighttime photos as well. You can watch that part of the video to get a detailed information. There is no doubt that daytime photos and videos are excellent, but again, similar to FE models, priced at 30 to 35,000 rupees. So if the camera is your main priority, you don't need to buy this mobile phone for 81,000 rupees. We almost get the same similar phones from the Samsung itself under 40,000 rupees, which performs 99% the same. Otherwise, you can buy a proper DSLR camera which works beautifully and throws away this mobile phone. This camera struggles at nighttime conditions, but in artificial lighting, even though it is dark, it's okay. Thanks to the Snapdragon chip inside, because there is a improvement in the image and video processing compared to older Exynos ones. Next, the software updates. This is bonkers. This phone is supported for 7 years of Android and security updates. You can use this mobile phone for years without worrying until unless you are a very good mobile user. I mean, you care about your mobile phone. If you're throwing the mobile phone and you don't care about, then hardly it won't sustain for you. I don't know like what type of user you are. And one more thing, having this much long support of the software updates also increases the resale value of this mobile phone, since buyers care about the software and longevity. Next thing, Samsung has integrated a lot of smart AI features too, though we don't know how long they will remain for free. For now, it's all going good. Before sharing about the price on the drop, here are some extra features that you can observe on this mobile phone. First thing, NFC support is there. It is useful for contactless payments. Next thing, it comes with IP68 water and dust resistance, which is compulsory for this price range. If they are not given this, everyone starts degrading about this. Next, it supports dual physical or eSIM, but there is no micro SD card to expand the storage. So better plan the mobile phone before you buy. One more thing, cooling chamber is there. I already shared. It's good for better heat management. Next, it has stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos. These are very loud and clear. I didn't expected this quality from these speakers. Of course, this mobile is supported for Samsung DeX and other features. Next, this one comes with ultrasonic under display fingerprint sensor, which is very fast and accurate compared to those optical ones. I used the face unlock and ultrasonic every time, and the face unlock also works pretty well. Next, the Wi-Fi and the 5G performance is also great. I observed that this mobile is better in getting the Wi-Fi range even when I go out from the home, which is not the case when compared to other mobile phones. Also, the call connectivity is good, the proximity sensor is good, and there are no call drops also I noticed. So finally, here is my verdict, and before that, let's talk about the pricing. I bought this mobile phone for 81,000 rupees, but honestly, if you ask me right now, it's not worth for that price. If it's priced in between 40,000 to 55,000 rupees, then I can say hell yes, go for it. This is the expected price once the next series releases. Of course, you can observe the same trend with the previous S24 models. So paying 81,000 rupees for this mobile is not at all good. So here is my verdict. If you want a compact Samsung mobile phone with One UI software, I mean the skin, there is another option for you instead of paying this 81,000 rupees money. It's Samsung Galaxy S24, which is the previous version of this mobile phone. You won't see major differences between this and that, but do note that in some regions you get the Exynos version of the S24 and others have Snapdragon variant. All the remaining specifications are the same no matter what, whether you are buying Snapdragon or Exynos. Don't get me wrong, Exynos is also good on that mobile phone, but compared to Snapdragon, it's somewhat lacking behind. But anyways, again I'm stressing this point, I don't suggest you to buy this mobile phone of paying 81,000 rupees, even for 70,000 rupees. Right now, some discounts are going on. If you apply the card, you will get 7 to 8,000 rupees discount. Something is going on right now. If in case you want a compact mobile phone with bigger battery, no matter what the brand is, consider the OnePlus 13s. It is having good display, great basics, faster charging speeds. You get the charger in the box, but the cameras won't match this and that. If in case you want a true flagship mobile from the Samsung with a larger display and larger battery, go for S25 Plus or S24 Plus. If you ask me, S24 Plus is at a great deal. We are getting in between 50 to 60,000 rupees. If you apply the card offers, you'll get a little more discount. That's my full experience with the Samsung S25. I use this mobile phone even for some more days, and I'll post a dedicated problems related video and how it is after some months. Before ending, all I can say is this is the first ever mobile phone in my testing where I have expectations at 100%, but in reality it is close to 60%. If you have any doubts or questions that I missed, feel free to ask in the comments or message me on Instagram. The link is in the description box. Also check the description for resources, offers and price drops alerts for this mobile phone. Thank you so much for watching till now. See you again in the next one.